We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans. First of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And able to get this out to the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, Riplis. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
18. What's that?
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
118. What's that?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Stroud looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Harrison's up there to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Day.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ow, that's right. 18, that's right.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Calling luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Foster. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Able to find the open man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Inside handoff, Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Patrick going to change the play.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Smith trying to run for it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
White, Tony. Here we go, let's go. 118, let's go. Eleven. Alert the hot. Hey, south. Get out.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. 20, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, They've delivered.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Already.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Here we go. 47-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. Dumps it off to Mixon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
And the Texans, first down.
Already.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
Stroud.
line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The throwing again is Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Day. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
What 18? What's that?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Trent McDuffie with a pick. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
118. What's that?
A final shot before break. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, design run for the wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Open man, here's Foster. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Ridley, Ridley.
Mahomes going to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, it all goes was just talking about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
First down.
All right.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. Open man is Collins. He's got it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Again, it's Stroud. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now a 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Across midfield. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing to start the drive. Adams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
It's 4th down.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
On 4th down, Adams. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw again. To the right side and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Attack, attack.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Ready. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Day. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
2nd and 1. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Adams to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, right?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go.
Again, it's Smith. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Yellow, yellow. That's a line. He's checking crack. Right side.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Second down and 4.
Tag. Bronco 80.
Here's Collins. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Ready. Ready.
Inside handoff to Mixon. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
What's that?
Now a handoff up the middle. Long.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Let's go up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got it open man. It's Foster. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Up the middle they go. It's long. And he will have the Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to have the connection to Foster. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond to that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Adams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Texans First down. First and 10 at the 40.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The Chiefs.